The story goes back to when Marin was pregnant. I found out she had been cheating on me with a guy named James, 33M. Here's where it gets messy. James also had a girlfriend at the time and she was pregnant too. So, while I was preparing to become a father, I was also spiraling because I didn't even know if the baby was mine. When my son was born, Marin didn't even tell me. It was her parents who informed me about the birth and gave me the hospital info. James was there at the birth. I wasn't. He was supporting her through the later stages of pregnancy, while I was completely shut out. I had to go through the courts just to get a DNA test, which thankfully proved I was the biological father. Because I was still legally her husband at the time, that actually worked in my favor when it came to filing for custody. The paternity result also allowed our divorce to proceed. Now, while all this drama was unfolding, James ended up with full custody of his daughter from his previous relationship. Then, not long after, he and Marin had another child together. So, at this point, they were raising 3 kids: James' daughter, our son, shared custody, and their baby girl. A couple years later, they added 2 more kids to the mix. That's 5 kids in total, none of whom, besides our son, I have any legal or moral responsibility for. Things between Marin and me were toxic even before the custody battle. But about 3.5 years ago, things reached a breaking point. I was paying child support at the time because I earned more than Marin, but we had equal parenting time. That was until I started noticing things. My son would come back to me wearing dirty, worn-out clothes. He'd mention being hungry, sometimes even skipping meals. I kept records, brought it to court, and eventually, I was granted primary custody. Marin's custody was reduced to every other weekend. The court also ordered her to pay a small amount of child support. Not much, because she doesn't earn much, but she rarely pays it. Her excuse is always the same: we can't afford it. I don't press the issue, because I can financially support my son without her. I just want him to be okay.